Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is Tennessee State University, and we're fortunate to have with us to talk about Tennessee State University, the president of Tennessee State University, Dr. Melvin Johnson. And of course, Dr. Johnson, let me welcome you to the show this morning.
Well, Dr. Eddie, I'm really pleased to be here, and thanks for the opportunity.
And to tell you, Dr. Johnson, how delighted we are to have you here. And of course, we know that you've been in Nashville for a number of months now, and that your coming was highly anticipated, you see, and so, but we hadn't had an opportunity to sit down and talk to you, and that's what we wanted to do today, to have you to talk to us about some of the things that perhaps motivated you to come to Tennessee State University, and to start by giving us some information about your background, your education, and some of the things that were important, and eventually leading you to the presidency of Tennessee State University, and then after that we'll talk about other things.
Okay, that's really great. Let me first say that I'm from Savannah, Georgia. I grew up in Savannah and attended the public schools there. Upon graduation, I went to North Carolina A&T State University and left there with a degree, a Bachelor of Science in Economics, and also was a distinguished military graduate. Went directly as a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force, and during that time I was fortunate to receive a faculty teaching job at the United States Air Force Academy. That's when I first fell in love with higher education. Now, upon completing my first degree at Ball State University after graduating from A&T, that was a master's in economics. I went on to Indiana University and took an MBA in business economics and public policy, and then followed that with a doctorate in business economics and public policy from Indiana University. I joined the faculty again at the United States Air Force Academy, then completed a distinguished military career and retired as a lieutenant colonel in 1990. After that retirement, I went to North Carolina A&T State University, my alma mater, and took a faculty position and ultimately took several administrative posts at North Carolina A&T. Now, after that, I went to Winston-Salem State University as the provost and vice chancellor for academic affairs. And of course, when this position became open at Tennessee State University, I tell you, it was one of the things that had every single thing that I wanted to do professionally was in this environment. Tennessee State University has a great reputation, a great faculty, and a great student population.
You know, Dr. Johnson, Tennessee State University, established in 1912, has done tremendous work in terms of trying to educate people all over the state of Tennessee. What did you hear in terms of doing your careers about Tennessee State University, some of your first impressions in reference to this institution?
Well, I tell you, Tennessee State University has always been an institution that people externally throughout the United States really pays attention to. From the quality of its work in agriculture, it's a land-grant institution, and so I knew of it there as far as the 1890 land-grant institutions are concerned. What great research was actually coming out in the service component that particular program has contributed, not only to the state of Tennessee, but nationally. Also, the strength of its engineering program is well known throughout the country, and I could go on and speak to every single college at the university. So it has a grand reputation.
You know, Dr. Johnson, I think that we've talked about your background and education and those things, but what about the rest of your family? I think that that's generally something that people like to know about in terms of who is the wife and who is the children, and that's very, very important, because I think the family determines who the individual is, and let's give you an opportunity to talk about
and I think you're 100% correct there. Let me say that my wife and I have known each other since childhood. We were childhood sweethearts. We also really went through higher education together. She has a doctorate from Virginia Tech in instructional technology, and has also been in academia for a number of years. Our children, we have 3 adult children, twin girls. One of our daughters is with the HUD. She's a lawyer. The other daughter is an assistant vice president of Bank of America. She lives in Charlotte.
Good.
And then our son is a computer scientist. He received his master's in computer science and is doing well with Lucent Corporation.
Very good. And of course, Dr. Johnson, I think we are almost ending this first segment. And when we come back, we'll have you to deal specifically with some of the other issues at Tennessee State University and some of the other things that you'd like for our audience to know in reference to you. And of course, we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break. We're talking to President